So we want to acknowledge that. Some of our family, I see Donnie Horner on the front row here, supporting us today. Greenwood residents rebuilt our ancestors, and some in my own personal distant family. Rebuilt Greenwood without help from insurance payments or the city. Greenwood was even stronger within just 5 years. In fact, Greenwood continued to thrive for decades until that highway, I-244, cut through its heart, demolishing our community once again. Today, we gather on this sacred ground to dedicate the Greenwood Rising History Center. And I want to be the first to tell you that Greenwood Rising is not a history center dedicated solely to the tragedy of 1921. No, not just that. Greenwood Rising is a world-class history center dedicated to telling the entire story of historic Greenwood before, during, and after the massacre. Why? Because that's what survivors of the massacre wanted. In 1997, when the tragedy was still known as a riot, the Oklahoma Commission to study the Tulsa riot of 1921 was formed. These original commissioners listened to the survivors and the descendants to learn more about their lives and their experiences in Greenwood and during the massacre. And their wishes were to have their stories told as they had never been told before. They were adamant that the history of the 1921 race massacre be told wholly and truthfully, but that it not be told in a silo. Rather, that it would be told in conjunction with the success and the resilience and the strength of Greenwood. The Greenwood Rising creative team read survivor testimonials and listened to the recordings of survivor interviews to inform the exhibits that you will see when you enter this space. We reviewed the concepts with Greenwood and North Tulsa residents to ensure we built a space that not only reflected the wishes of survivors, but also the goals of descendants and community members. And last but not least, over 30 commission members from the Greenwood Cultural Center, Greenwood Chamber, and the John Hope Franklin Center traveled to Montgomery before deciding the projects that this commission would take on, and made it a priority to build a place which will tell the entire Greenwood story. I believe that you'll agree that the Greenwood Rising Center honors the legacy of Greenwood, and I hope the space will inspire community change, individual healing, and reparations for Greenwood. And now, it is my honor to welcome a fellow commissioner, Reverend Robert Turner, the pastor